Hello everyone. Today, we are going to explore something we all experience, arguments. So, what exactly is an argument? Simply put, an argument is when two or more people share their different ideas or feelings. It's a natural part of communication. Why do people argue? Well, we all have unique thoughts and perspectives. Sometimes our feelings become strong, and sometimes we misunderstand each other. And that's completely okay. Arguments come in all sizes. A small argument might be about what to eat for dinner or which movie to watch. A big argument could involve important topics like family decisions or financial matters. Both are valid. Here's something important to remember: arguments are completely normal. Everyone has different thoughts and feelings. In fact, arguments often show that people care deeply about something. Not all arguments are negative. Sometimes, people argue simply to share ideas and perspectives. When we listen and try to understand each other, arguments become opportunities to learn and grow. However, arguments can turn negative when people shout or say hurtful words. When feelings get hurt, it can leave people feeling sad or upset. This is when we need to be extra careful. In today's digital world, online arguments are common. People type messages quickly, and sometimes words are misunderstood without tone or body language. This can create bigger conflicts than intended. How do arguments begin? Usually through different opinions, misunderstandings, or when we are stressed or tired. Recognizing these triggers helps us handle arguments better. Let me share a simple example. Imagine two friends wanting to watch different movies. They each explain why they prefer their choice, listen to each other, and then choose one together. That's a healthy argument. Staying calm is crucial. Take deep breaths, listen carefully, and speak with kindness. These simple actions can transform a heated argument into a productive conversation. Here's a powerful tip: listen more than you talk. Listening helps us truly understand others, prevents fights from escalating, and shows genuine respect. Use I statements to express yourself. Instead of blaming, say things like, "I feel sad when this happens." This helps others understand your perspective without feeling attacked. If you are feeling angry, it's perfectly okay to take a break. Step away, cool down, and return later when you are calmer. This prevents saying things you might regret. Believe it or not, arguments can actually help us grow. They teach us new ideas, help us understand others better, and enable us to solve problems together. But we must recognize when arguments go too far. If feelings are constantly being hurt, mean things are being said, or no one is listening, it's time to change our approach. Never underestimate the power of an apology. Saying sorry can heal hurt feelings, shows you care, and helps restore peace. It takes courage, but it's worth it. Sometimes, it's okay to agree to disagree. Not every argument needs to end with complete agreement. We can respect different opinions and still maintain wonderful relationships. Let's talk about what not to do. Don't shout or interrupt. Don't call names. And never ignore the other person. These behaviors only make things worse. So how do we solve arguments? Talk calmly, listen with an open heart, and work together to find a solution. It's like putting puzzle pieces together to create something beautiful. At home, arguments might happen about sharing chores or different ideas about rules. The key is to communicate with love and respect, remembering that family bonds are precious. At school or work, we might have different ideas about projects or approaches. Keep things professional and kind, always respecting others' viewpoints. Sometimes arguments become too big or hurtful to handle alone. It's absolutely okay to ask for help from a friend, teacher, or counselor. Seeking support is a sign of strength. Ronald Reagan once said, "Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means." What powerful words to remember! Like any skill, handling arguments well takes practice. Practice listening, practice speaking calmly, and practice kindness every single day. Let's recap what we've learned. Arguments are normal. Stay calm and listen. Use kind words. And always be ready to apologize and forgive. Arguments matter because they help us understand each other, solve important problems, and ultimately make our relationships stronger and more meaningful. The magic happens when we turn arguments into conversations. Stay calm, ask thoughtful questions, and share your feelings gently. This transforms conflict into connection. To avoid unnecessary arguments, think before speaking, respect others' feelings, and take breaks when needed. Prevention is always better than cure. Here's a fun fact: people argue about small things every single day. And you know what? It actually shows we care about what's important to us. Keep learning about communication. Read books, watch helpful videos, talk with good listeners, and practice these skills every day. Growth is a lifelong journey. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to understand arguments better. Remember, practice kindness, embrace understanding, and always communicate with love. Until next time, take care.